Yo, what's up? This AJ Evolute Show. I'm making a video about like Aries and Scorpio seasons. Like, really? Okay, so to prime your mind for what I'm about to say, it's like as like the zodiac goes along, as like the year progresses, you know, the seasons and shit are like lining up in a certain way. Like, it builds upon storylines in your life automatically, whether you try to or not, right? And then really it's like you would have to try not to do this shit, aka you would have to try to like really be like on some fucking trauma shit and like really be clinging to something in order to like not go with the natural flows of life. So like, and I'm coming to this space from my own accounting for my life, from last Scorpio season to now we're at the end of Aries season. And so I said all that to say, whenever we go through Aries season, the amount of ground that you cover during Aries season, aka like the amount of like new wills you're able to have, the new like the new ideas that you create about yourself to encounter life during this new springtime, has been granted by what you chose to transform / like choose as a space to hone into during Scorpio season. So it's like, well, I'll just say like how I saw it in my life. So yeah, how I saw it in my life first, and then y'all could fucking fit that shit into however the fuck you want to see it. So I was getting into like really like speaking from like what was me, like what I felt in my body type of shit, and really even like discerning like what the differentiating like what I had wanted to be in my body type of shit, what I wanted to be in the present, and also what was what types of desires I had that would kind of conflate my ability to be present, right? So, and even my fucking voice changed during Scorpio season. Like, I used to be talking like this and like more so often than like having like a more fuller type of voice, because like I wasn't ever like necessarily present. I was like piecing together my what I saw as like fucking best like fit for the moment type of shit, and wasn't ever really speaking from like what I felt in the moment type of shit. They had just like vulnerability type of shit, want to hide that shit and shit like that. But like my bad, I'm just fucking, cause sometimes these motherfuckers don't want to let you get over, bro. But really though, whenever that happens, I'll check myself and be like, damn, what I have on my mind? Does the shit I have on my mind really have was it something that was like meant for me type of shit, or was I feeding into some shit that I didn't have no business feeding into at that moment? And then if it's like that, the shit, of course something was gonna happen fucky, or of course something fucky was gonna happen, bro. But anyways, like, yeah, so back to the testimony about like the fucking Scorpio energy and shit during Scorpio season. And then yeah, so I was speaking more so from my body and shit, and just letting myself feel certain shit that I hadn't felt before. And I say that in the terms of like allowing myself to feel shit that I would normally run away from, and not and just try to like soothe myself out of shit, soothe myself out of growth, which ain't nothing, bro. It ain't nothing. But so I didn't do that shit, allowing me to be like more present to like what was actually going on in the moment type of shit. So I'll be more able to just like and the moment, you know, be more at ease with myself, because I know like what pieces of me are at play. So boom, fast forward to Aries season. Now I'm more so like able to just like speak where I'm coming from in a more like rapid pace. And also Mercury just moving to Aries, so like it really did help with that shit. Cause like it's coming out the retrograde shit. But bro, I felt that shit. Cause like whenever Mercury was in Aries the first time, like a couple months ago or a month ago, whatever the fuck it was, like bro, shit was like I was like, ooh, I like this shit. I got Gemini energy too, so I was like sex telling that shit. So it was like shit I had in me was more able to come out at a faster pace. But when that shit moved back to Pisces, bro, when that shit retrograded into Pisces, bro, I felt that shit. Like, it was like all that fast shit was all like like moving around, fucking like hella weird after that, like hella fucking what is that? Like you know what I mean? Like, bro. So like, yeah, the ground that I laid during Scorpio season was like allowed this Aries season growth to be more free, because if you don't change shit in Scorpio season, then the Aries season is automatically gonna be, I don't want to say fucked up, because that's like, but it's gonna be like you might have different clouds and filters over whatever it is that you want to initiate, whether that be like creative stuff, just new pieces of your character that you wish to interact with the world, new pieces of yourself that you wish to feed into, cherish, right? Which you can say that's creating shit as well, being an artist in a sense. Yeah, because really we're all artists type of shit. And like, if you outsource your own architecture, your own artistry of how you build your own arc, your own self, your own boat, your own fucking ship, your own being, your own avatar, then like you're the reason why AI has come into play. Well, kind of though, because it's like you ain't produced nothing of your own. You just like assimilated to whatever the fuck was the precedent before you. So like, instead of being like, okay, I'm about to go into this situation, yeah, cool, I'm gonna do that shit, you're gonna be like, or you'll be the type of person to be like, oh, let me look up everything about this thing first, and then I'll let myself like whatever the fuck reason you give yourself. But basically you're just gonna give yourself like different types of anxieties and pressures upon yourself. You're like, oh, it's supposed to be this way because this website said this, and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, nah bro, nah. And that type of person might be like the shit that was like, as I was describing, like the fucking stifledness that in Aries season that could be experienced just based upon like previous non-transformations during Scorpio season. But yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about. It's just like a little observation I had. I thought it was pretty cool. Cause then too, like the new grounds that's like was covered during Aries season, the new things were like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh, I could do that type of shit. Then it's like I'm gonna say you're able to transform that shit during Scorpio season to be something else again, to give you new grounds during the next Aries season. So it's like that constant cycle of growth. Really, it's like growth off like impulse type of shit, because when we're talking about like the Aries and Scorpio natures, it's like Mars, Pluto type of shit. It really ain't no words there. It's just like placement energy, meaning like you just like there type of shit, like off of sheer will, meaning like you don't know what the fuck you gonna, when you're in that type of space, like you don't know what the fuck you gonna say, but once you get there, you let the environment shape what it is that you concoct type of shit. Not necessarily saying like you live for the environment, but you just notice the play of it and impose your own will upon the shit that's going on around you, because you like you're in it, right? You're in the environment and shit. You're in around the other people you're around type of shit. So it's like you're gonna have to relate. You can't like disregard them and then just express some shit, because like then you really would be like the sticking out like a sore thumb type of energy, or like fucking like they will try to like whatever they will see from you is like just like a wall type of shit, because you're not necessarily acknowledging the moment, right? Actually, that kind of perspective can get kind of tricky, because it's like sometimes you could be in the moment but other people ain't, and you express some shit that's like to the moment, but then it still don't land just because of like other like filters or traumas or whatever the fuck somebody has on their mind. So it's like take what I just said with a grain of salt, you know. But yeah. But yeah, that fucking Martian energy, bro, the Aries Scorpio shit, that's like just like sheer will placement energy. Yeah. Oh yeah, so like the work that you do like for that space, it's like really it's like comes back to like self-value type of shit. The oppositions of like Taurus and Libra to those spaces, and like what you're willing to allow in your space and what you're not. And that gives rise to like where you would want to go, what spaces you would want to conquer. I concur. What does that word mean? So I concur. I don't know, but I'm gonna look that word up. I'm gonna stop this video. So yeah, just a little fucking oh, I never finished my testimony. So like, well, it is kind of self-explanatory. I was speaking like from like being more into my body and shit, and like fucking just like really knowing like what I felt type of shit. So then boom, now fast forward to Aries season, it's like I'm able to take that places that like I previously didn't or I previously told myself that I couldn't, you know. So it's like pretty cool. Alright, bro, I'm out here. Peace.